Holy crap, America. You look pretty damn good for 250 years old. Hey, everybody. How's it going, eh? Todd, the cheap drums guy. Yeah, 250 years of kicking ass. Oh, boy. You know, I've been watching these videos of all these people coming over from Europe, England, and mainly the Scottish, because I think just the Scottish are a hoot. But they're coming over here to the United States for the first time for the World Cup. And they're absolutely loving it. And the one thing that's kind of funny they keep saying is that everybody in Europe lied to us about how the United States is. They say it's every aspect of it is just awesome. The food is the best in the world. The people are the best in the world. The nicest, friendliest people you ever met. The views are absolutely spectacular. Every state is completely different. And they just can't believe how big it is. Well, let me tell you. What's it? New York to Los Angeles, just that drive, is probably the equivalent of going from the west coast of France all the way to India. Yeah, it's a long hump. It's a real long drive. And you throw in Alaska in the mix and crossing over to Canada, get into Alaska. Yeah. Just our state, the state of Michigan, 37th state in the Union, founded in 1837, the Great Lakes state. If you enter Michigan around Toledo, Ohio, the southernmost point of Michigan by the Toledo Strip, and you travel all the way up through the Lower Peninsula, cross the mighty Mackinac Bridge, the Big Mac, and then cross over, span the entire length of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to Superior, Wisconsin. I think that's a 9 to 10 hour trip alone. And you're talking 65, 75 miles an hour the whole way. So that tells you a little bit. And also driving like from where I live in Traverse City, Michigan, all the way to Fort Stewart, Georgia, southern Georgia, close to the Atlantic seaboard. And that was an 18-hour trip, and that was straight through. That's a big country. People are really surprised. We have temperate forests and deserts and Arctic conditions at times and tropical rainforests, and it's a no better place to live. So, but anyways, continuing on. 2 months I've been gone. 2 months. No, I wasn't locked up. Stop it. But Biscuit, one of our 3 dogs. We've had Biscuit for 14 years. He's a Chihuahua Shih Tzu mix. Had cancer on his back right haunch. And it was getting worse. And on April 20th, Michelle and I decided it was time to take him in to see her friend who's a veterinarian. And it's funny, his cancerous tumor was growing tumors. And they were threatening to burst open. It was that far along. And so she decided, she said, it would be really bad to keep him any longer because it's just going to get really bad from here. So we opted to put Biscuit down at that time. I held him while it happened, and I felt him pass away in my hands, and he was gone just like that. And when he passed away, the first thing I saw was him running. Like, he had a distinctive run. He was the happiest time in his life when he was running through a field or through the grass or something. And that's what I saw, was him trucking ass through the grass, just loving life. And I just had the overwhelming feeling everything's going to be okay. And it was. We buried him in a special little bag that's biodegradable, of course, but it doesn't allow the smell to come out of the ground. So we buried him so other animals won't dig him up or anything. So we buried him about 3 feet in the yard back by the kids' playground where he'd like to hang out. And Bindi, his brother, who's 15 now, he's probably going to be joining him soon. Bindi is starting to lose his eyesight, and he's 15. And these dogs, the vet says these dogs have been just taken care of very well and are very spoiled and very loved, because generally they should have died like 5 years ago, each of them. But Bindi's getting older. He's 15. We've had him for quite a while. We got him from an abusive household. These stupid kids. Anyways, he's had a really good life. He's been the boss. And then Michelle and I are going to just be left with Ranger, which is fine. Ranger seems, he just likes to be the only dog anyways. He's losing weight. He's a little chunk. He's lost 3 pounds, so he's doing good. But anyways, what are we doing today? Crap, I forgot. Oh yeah. So today, you might actually see my granddaughter in the video. I'm not sure. That's Ava. She just had her hair cut, bobbed real short. It looks really cute. But we're talking about electronic drums. Now, Ava has an Alesis turbo mesh. She doesn't use it. I don't use it. The main problem with it is that we only have the 1 amp. It's a Simmons drum amp, and it's an absolutely wonderful amp. It's been infallible. I use it to play the music. When I play the drums, I play along to music, and that's what I use it for. It's my music because it's got a Bluetooth feature on it, and I actually play my music over from my tablet onto that. You can't do it with the electronic kit. You can't add it to that drum amp and play along with it and think it's going to work. It doesn't. So it's been kind of pushed aside, pushed aside, pushed aside. Well, I was talking to a friend of mine at work who's a bass player. Don't hold it against him. You know, I'm sorry, Mr. Handicap Man, if we offend you. But anyways, he was telling me, he goes, well, I've got spare amps. He's got like 6 or 7 bass guitars, and he goes, I've probably got the same amount of amps, and I don't use most of them. So he said, I got one for you. He gave me the other day a Roland Cube 30 or Cube 40, Roland Cube 30, Cube 40 bass amp. Now, I'm not going to play music over because it doesn't have the Bluetooth feature, but what I can do is hook up the brain to that Alesis kit to that amp, and I can use the electronic drums and play them, and you hear them, you know, just as loud as can be even with the drum amp going, playing my music. So what I'm going to do on this video is I'm going to try to meld the electronic drums back with the acoustics again. And honestly, I absolutely hate dealing with the electronics just because I hate taking the damn thing apart and the freaking wires and whatnot. But anyways, I think it'd be kind of cool. And sometimes if I'm not using my big UFO drum back here, I can swing in that little rack with the 4 pads. That's all I'm going to use is just the drum pads itself. I'm not going to use the cymbal pads, or I'm not going to use the foot things. It doesn't have an actual bass drum per se. It just has a pedal, an effects pedal for the bass drum, and also a hi-hat pedal. So I'm going to strip the whole rack down, just use the 2 main verticals, and then the 1 horizontal bar, mount the 4 pads on there, or the 3 pads, and then have another pad come out and see if I can stick it right about here for clap sound. If I can jumble the sounds around a little bit. The Roland, the neat thing about the Roland is that the amp has got a feature on it where it can sound like 6 or 7 different amps. I mean, it's just kind of weird. There's a lot of things, a lot of effects on that amp you can do that you can't do with the Alesis. So maybe you can get to a certain point on the Alesis. You know, sounds pretty good. So you start tinkering with the buttons on the amp and see what you come up with. Frank Zappa used to say, you know, anytime you get anything complicated that has instructions, throw the instructions away and just start pushing buttons, because that's how you really learn how things work. Like me, I kind of start pushing buttons. I break something, go back, buy another one, and then actually read the directions, because that's the only way I can get something to work. But that's just me, you know, I'm fickle. But anyways, I'll see what the hell we can get into today, huh? This is probably going to be it. Okay, here's the turbo mesh as it sits today. I haven't used it in over a year. Same with my granddaughter. But what my intent is to remove that cymbal, and this one. Get rid of this upright, that upright, and mount all 4 pads up onto this. And mount the brain off to the side. I may use one of the pedals for an effects, but not exactly sure yet. The main reason no one really touched this is because I only have 1 amplifier, and I use that to play the music really loud when I play the drums. So I have something to play along to. But a friend from work, ask and ye shall receive. look at this. Now this is a Roland Cube 30 bass amp, and my friend is a bass player, you know. We won't hold that against him, poor Mr. Handicap Man, but he gave this to me free of charge. He doesn't use it. He's got, well, like any music, he's a professional, not me though, but like any professional musician, you have multiples of everything. So of course he's got a number of different amps, and this was just extra, taking up space in one of his closets. His wife was really happy to see this go, because now she's got more room for shoes. But he gave me this. He seldom used it, so for the most part, it's brand new. And luckily for me, I kept all the cords and plugs. And then for when I had both my electronic kits hooked up together, so I shouldn't have any problem running wires and all that kind of stuff now. It's just trying to get just the right build, I guess, and positioning for this kit being added to my acoustic. So we'll see how this goes. Oops. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hi.
This is my 11-year-old granddaughter, Ava.
Yep.
She was switched at birth.
Nuh-uh.
I'm kidding,
Stop
I'm
it.
kidding. See if it works. I guess this is what the best way to figure something out. Whether or not the amp works or not.
If you want to subscribe to my channel, if this is it, I don't have any videos right now.
Don't be putting some plug in for your channel. Nobody wants to see you.
Yeah, huh?
The Ava Picks Her Nose channel.
Nuh-uh.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so that's the mono out.
That one's a bit loud.
That's cool. Go ahead, hit it again. Whoa. Wow.
I like that.
That's-
I like that.
That's different. Hit the other one.
What about the cymbals?
We don't not using those.
Okay.
Hit the snare. The other one. The other one. Alright, that's what I needed to know. So that's settings. Okay. Alright. Disappear. Go play on the highway. You were adopted, remember. So
No, I'm not.
So God knows what kind of sounds came out because I made a mistake, Ava. I left the microphone on.
Hey,
So
Papa,
it's
can I promote my YouTube channel, please?
You already did.
Again?
No, you're not gonna do it again.
Okay.
My YouTube channel will attack yours, defeat it, burn it, and throw it in a dumpster. Alright. So I made a mistake and left the mic on, so God knows what that thing's gonna sound like. Alright, that's what you can hear. Listen. You know, I bet if we learn how to use that amp, which I probably won't, and I just start pressing buttons because that's how you learn stuff, I bet we get some crazy stuff going out of this.
It's fully charged.
I know, but I don't know the password, and I accidentally pressed the button.
Well, that's
And
what
I
you get.
don't have Grandma's fingerprint.
I would go ask Grandma to unlock it again.
I did.
That way you get out of my hair, because nobody wants to see you.
You're mean.
Yes, I am. Just as long as I can outrun you. So wherever in the woods sometime we get chased by a bear, I'll be okay. That's what grandkids are for. They're to take the hit. Now, so this thing, the amp works. It's going to take some time. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this video because this is going to take upwards probably of a week or so to try to figure this bloody thing out and to get the sounds where I like. I don't understand the gain and all that kind of stuff because it's an 8-inch woofer on that and it's a bass amp. I don't want to turn the bass up too much. I'd rather have more treble because I don't want to blow the speaker. Because that Roland is not designed to play this thing. So at least we got it to the point where it's actually working, or it will work. Now I just have to get the right cords to go to the right pads, fit it in there, and it'd probably be better just to ask him, give him a call and say, hey, how do I work this stupid thing? And he can figure it out for me. But for right now, I'm happy. It works, and it should be. I don't have the volume all the way up, of course, but it should be to the point where I'll be able to overhear it. I'll be able to overhear, or you'll be able to hear this when I play along to music, if I use the electronics. So, but anyways, that's it for now, I guess. Me and my little sidekick Poncho here. But we'll keep you updated, and who knows, maybe I'll do a part 2 tomorrow if I do end up figuring it out in time. If not, probably next week or the week after I'll finish up and we'll start doing some covers with this and see how it turns out. But anyways, until next time, I'm Todd, the Cheap Drums Guy. Peace out, Girl Scout. Quiet, grandchild, before I disown
And
you.
I'm Ava.